My objective and learning goals for my project were to identify local and community heroes, to have the student be able to see a difference in fantasy versus reality heroes, and be able to draw their own hero. The standard I hit was a kindergarten standard, which states give examples of people who are community helpers and leaders, and describe how they help us. I showed the student a few pictures of superheroes and a few pictures of reality heroes, and wanted them to be able to identify why the artist chose colors, textures, focal points, and to get to the idea of the difference between the two heroes, which will hit the standard. My rationale for doing this is because children can easily identify with superheroes, and by doing that, they can dive deeper into the arts and be able to look at why the artist might have chosen these images. Thank you for working with me. I appreciate you taking the time so I can gain a better insight into what you were thinking regarding images and heroes.
Different slides.
What do you see in these two pictures?
Superheroes, that's easy.
Superheroes?
Yes, that's easy.
Okay. Describe to me what you see.
Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman again.
Are there any images used?
Yes. Although, really, I can't name any Flash, and then Lantern.
Okay, what colors do you see used in these pictures?
Easy. Green, purple, blue, white, yellow, red, peach, golden,
Wow, so you see a lot of colors.
gray. That's because there are a lot of colors.
So why do you think that the artist chose to use these particular colors?
Because that's how they look like.
That's what they look like?
Yes.
Are they bright or dark colors?
Bright and dark.
Bright and dark. What shapes and textures do you see in these pictures?
Colors and textures.
Yes, what shapes and textures?
I can't describe the textures.
Okay, what shapes do you see?
A lot of shapes.
Do you want to tell me?
Squares, rectangles, human shapes.
Human
A
shapes?
lot of other shapes. Just can't lay my hand on them. Finger. There are a lot of other shapes that aren't even shapes.
Okay, so what is going on in these images?
When they're flying to their pose.
So what does it look like? Why do you think the artist chose them to pose and fly?
Because the only people that can fly and that do cool poses are superheroes, maybe.
Okay, very cool.
I'm just hungry.
So how do you classify these superheroes?
They have superpowers?
They have superpowers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to show you
Please say they're different slides.
some more superheroes and see what you notice, okay? So what do you notice in these 4 pictures?
Fighters, police, soldier, doctor. Done.
Okay, so describe to me what you see is going on in these images.
Well, a doctor's doing his notepad. A firefighter's saving. A firefighter's saying, a soldier's going, yes, sir. But hand language. And the police like he's about to bring out a secret weapon.
Okay, so are these heroes?
Yes, they're heroes.
They're heroes?
It's called Local Heroes.
Local heroes.
Can I change it?
No, not yet. So what colors are used in these images?
What colors? That's easy. White, peach, gray, red.
Okay.
Edges, axes.
So
Lot colors.
what's different in these 4 images compared to the last 2?
They're not cartoons. And 2, they don't have superpowers. And 3, wait a minute. They sound like familiar in that hat. Not like that.
So what do you see as the focal points of these images?
Focal points? What are focal points?
What stands out to you most in these pictures?
I don't know. So they're heroes. Like
That they're heroes?
They save people. Maybe?
Okay. Are they doing anything that makes you think they're saving people?
One of them, yes. 2, yes.
Which ones?
3 of them, yes.
So why do you think the artist chose to portray them like that?
Because they're common superheroes.
They're common superheroes?
Common.
So what is the firefighter doing?
Saving people.
So why do you think the artist chose to show that?
Because that's what fighters do.
That's what
They're
they
heroes. Not super.
So how do you classify these heroes in comparison to the cartoon superheroes?
Because they're still heroes. They're still heroes, just different. Just different, and they're real superheroes.
They're real superheroes.
Well, not these ones. These.
So Quinn, now that we have looked into both superheroes, local heroes, and discussed how the artist portrayed the various types of heroes, I want you to depict your own superhero in your life. And that could be a real life hero, such as someone in your family, or you're like your mom, or you can do a fireman or a cop, anyone that's made an impact in your life that's been a hero, okay?
That's easy. A ton.
So while you draw, keep in mind the techniques the artist used to portray these heroes and relate them into your own drawing, okay? Such as objects, shapes, colors, and actions. What and who is your superhero of?
Like from games or something.
So who did you draw?
Mario.
Mario. So what art techniques did you use to create your own drawing that we discussed?
Mario's a stencil.
Okay, so what colors did you use?
Peach, yellow, blue, red, brown, red, more brown, blue, white, and white. Those are his clothes. He's white.
So what's the focal point of your image?
What does that mean?
What? When you look at the image, what do you see? First thing.
Mario.
So what is your hero doing or acting like?
Plunging. He's plunging. He's plunging germs. Yay.
So if your superhero could talk, Quinn, what would he be saying right now?
It's a me, Mario, and other stuff. A lot.
So now that we have discussed many different heroes, what is a hero to you and why?
Stuffed animals. My stuffed animals. They keep me.
Besides Mario, though, what is a hero?
What? Another hero?
Yeah, what is a hero?
It's someone that has the powers and they fight evil people, or that they or that. Wait, what was the subject again?
What's a hero?
A guy who saves people.
A guy
An
who saves
ordinary guy.
Does it have to be a guy?
Nah. There's John Martin.
Looking back, I should have asked Quinn more why questions when he gave an answer. Instead of moved on to my next question, I should have delved deeper into his response. He was confused on some vocabulary terms such as focal point, and I should have used this as a teaching opportunity to explain to him what the art term means. Overall, I really like how I incorporated multiple images and not just focused on one. If I were to revise my image discussion project again, I would change my questioning up to better suit his age. I liked my drawing activity at the end. Instead of him drawing a fictional hero, I would have had him draw a reality hero and maybe write some words explaining why he chose that on his paper. The child gains a lot by doing this activity. It makes them think about what a hero does in a community, what a hero's skills are, as well as look at why artists chose certain images, why the image is acting a certain way, and what colors are chosen based upon that. Overall, I wouldn't end up changing much about my project. I think it went very well, and I liked what it taught.